So as Black History Month comes to a close, I figured I'd make just a small rant about blackness because I identify closely with my blackness. It is definitely a part of me, though I have issues connecting with identity in general. Just mentally, my experience as a human being is interesting because I don't interact with a whole lot of people. I still identify with my blackness, may it be tangentially. So I find that not just white people, not just black people, all people of color have weird conceptions of race, and they will, especially white people, this is really bad with white people, they will try to put you on a pedestal and make you kind of the model of your race, the role model, the good one. You're the good one. And they'll say, you know, you're really cool for a black person. You have, you know, really good speech for a black person. Your interests are super cool for a black person. And I very much take issue with that. I realize that it is coming from a place where you're trying to be nice. You're trying to compliment me. But my race has absolutely nothing to do with how cool or how uncool I am. I could be a cool person. I could be a cool black person. But the way that people say it makes a difference. I am cool for a black person. I am cool despite my blackness. That doesn't sound right to me. And when I hear people say that, I don't take it as a compliment. Because you don't have the tact or the awareness to realize how insensitive that is. Because I sound white, because I like stereotypically white things, that makes me a good black person. That sounds really, really bad when you think about it. Yeah, I'm not into it. And so, when black people do to me, I get very fucking upset. One time, this guy was trying to impress me. And I was like, alright, cool. And it was a white guy, and he's like, yeah, you're really cool for a black chick. And I'm like, okay. Starting off on a bad foot right about now. But he said, you know, I really like metal. And I'm like, cool. And he says that he's super into Kill Switch Engage. And I'm like, good for you. And he's like, you know, because Kill Switch Engage is just a really, I mean, have you ever seen their lead singer? And I'm like, yeah, I realize what you're trying to do. I realize what you're trying to do. You're trying to evoke this thing like, oh man, I totally like this metal band and the lead singer's black. Did you hear about that? How cool is that? I'm down with the cause. No, you're not. You're just a white guy that likes a band. Cool. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to evoke that. Why on earth would you think that impresses me? I'm lost. I'm lost to that. But yeah, when I was very young, like coming up, I lived in the suburbs. I was surrounded by white people, and so it would make sense that I don't really sound stereotypically black, or that I have, you know, a vocabulary that is not stereotypically black. It makes sense. I can't really help that. I can't help where I was living when I was a child. And so I get really upset when I run into other black people that kind of judge me by my lack of stereotypical blackness. As though being stereotypically black is a measure of whether or not I care about black people. I fucking love black people because I'm black. I can't express that enough. It's kind of, to me, some internalized racism, some internalized anti-blackness. And let me explain that, because that sounds weird. I remember there would be kids that would point out how I spoke, the words that I used, how I enunciated words differently. Not properly, differently. There's a difference. They would point out that I had different interests, that I lived in a neighborhood that was predominantly white, and they would say that I was an Oreo. I was a person who hated myself so much that I did not want to be black anymore. I wanted to be a white person, and because I wanted to be a white person, I thought I was better than them for it. Like, that hurts me. That causes me mental and physical pain. And so they would say that I was stuck up, that I thought I was better than them because I spoke a certain way, because I had certain interests. And I didn't understand that because who the fuck cares what my interests are? It's this perpetuation of this thought that white is right. White is good. White is better than black. And so because I speak in the way I do, because I have the interests that I have, because I live in the neighborhood that I live in, I think I'm better than you because I'm surrounded by white people? Is that really what you're gonna say? I just don't understand it. Because blackness is not inherently bad. And in saying that I think I'm better than you because I am more white, you're saying that I think I'm better than you because I'm not black. And that blackness isn't as good as whiteness. And so I'm striving for this goal. The goal is to be more white because white is better. And I can't help the way that I sound. I can't help the way that I am. And it really, really annoys me because a lot of white people, you know, like, I'm not going to say all white people. Not all white people. Not all white people are, you know, overtly racist. They're not thinking like, oh, that's just another nigger over there. But at the end of the day, I kind of am just another nigger to them. I might have, you know, an eclectic taste in music, or, you know, my facial piercings, or, you know, how I present myself. I'm like low-key goth. I'm just super cool. Yeah, I'm a super cool black person to them. But at the end of the day, I'm still a black person. Like, do you see this? Do you see that? Because they do. And they use it for a reason to treat me just as bad as they would treat you. I could be that person that gets stopped at a routine traffic stop and shot to death. I could be that person like that gets killed in jail because whatever fucking reason. I could be that person. And I just don't understand why we make a divide. Why you would say that I think I'm better than you because I talk differently. Because I like different things than you do. I think that blackness is something to rally behind. And regardless of how I act, how I sound, the people that I'm around, I'm still a black person. I'm still devoted to black lives because black lives very much do matter to me. Because I'm black and I care about my fucking life. Like, I don't know. I'm rambling. But yeah, I just get annoyed by people. Both black and white and whatever. I'm just sick of stereotypes. I'm just sick of there being a list of things that I need to subscribe to in order to meet a parameter of my race. Like, I don't understand that. You guys need to fucking stop it.